Welcome back to the Antique FANatic. Tonight we're going to start a new tradition where we review all the acquisitions from the previous year of antique Christmas lights. There's just something about these things, and they don't make them like this anymore. The quality, the craftsmanship, and the beauty of these things. And we got a bunch. We stumbled onto a huge stash of them this year all in one place, and there was a bunch more acquisitions as well. So without further ado, we're going to go take a look at what we got, and maybe later on tonight, when it's dark, we'll light some of them up for your pleasure. Okay, we're up in the upstairs where I have these spread out because I didn't have any room downstairs to do it. And I figure the best bet is to just jump in. We have a whole lot of different kinds of Christmas lights here represented, and I am by no means an authority on them. There's a lot of guys that know a lot more than I do, and they'll probably correct me if I'm wrong about some of this stuff. But I just love it, and I'm going to say that the biggest thing that we stumbled onto this year was this stash, and it's a lot of new old stock bulb replacements in the original containers. There's also some early strings, cloth covered, and my buddy Mark was telling me some of those are ceramic, some of them are what they call composite, and I really don't know the difference. I know some are bakelite. Anyway, so we'll show some of that stuff too. It's all really neat, and I think you'll enjoy it as well. So without delaying any further, let's just jump in and kind of see what's all here in general. I've got this table set up, this folding table, and I'm just going to show you some of the stuff. I've organized this a little bit, and because it was in a big old cardboard box and it'd been stored for a long time. And let me say this, if you've been watching the fan videos, the DC fans that we're doing from that one estate, a lot of this came from that estate, so that's really cool. These are some that I got throughout the year from various places like Marketplace. Some of them are dirty, water damaged, but I still love the artwork on these things. See, this one, really nice. This one's pretty good. This one came from the estate sale at the old farmhouse. This one came from an estate sale, and it's called the Lantern Outfit. And I'm just going to be random here. What's really neat about this, I found this at an estate sale, and the bulbs they had taken out and priced them separately, which was kind of neat, but I was able to grab it and bring it all back together, and sadly some of them are broken and are missing, but this cloth cord is really neat. I really, really like that. Of course, we've got these cool GE bulbs. USA light. Love the round bulbs. We got more of the swirls, which I absolutely can't have enough of these. I think, if I'm remembering right, these came from the 61 mile yard sale. I got a box full of stuff, and I think these did as well. And these are the C6s, C9 swirls and C6s. You know, when people store them and throw them around in bags like this, it takes the paint off. Not so much these, because as we know, they're painted on the inside, which is cool. Better for them to be stored in the original carton if it survives. Got a lot of these C6s in the original box. I just can't stand to throw the cardboard away. And I don't know, let me say this right now. You all probably know you like collectors, but for those of you that are maybe thinking about getting into it, if you see these, don't assume that they're all correct. Because a lot of the times, like right here, here's a perfect example. It said what would have been in this box would have been all red. Well, as you can tell, they're not all red. So people were bad about putting back bulbs, and sometimes they'll be burnt out. So be careful when you buy stuff. Just because it has the box, not necessarily a bargain. All right. Tree topper, some more C7s with cloth string. Hollywood. Hell, cool. Gotta love the artwork. It's just, I mean, this stuff won't last forever. Distributed by Montgomery Ward. That's really cool. Yeah, none of this will last forever. So we enjoy it and try to protect it and save it when we can. Pimco. These are really cool. Check these out. Now, I'm pretty sure these bulbs right here are not original to this set. I could be wrong, but these are super old. Sorry if I'm making you sick. But these are C6, but as you can tell, they're this funky, bulbous, which I think is earlier. These are made in Japan, I think, but they're really neat. We'll move over here to the table and see what's over on this thing. I always dig through boxes and I look for unique things. And here's what I was talking about a little bit ago, like with the cloth. You can tell this is an early string, really early string of C6s. We'll bring that over here. We might try to test this one out later tonight. It's got the real heavy duty Bakelite plug, real thick gauge, and I believe this is what Mark was referring to as composite. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a really super nice set of old Christmas lights. And just hold on to your hats, kids, because there's some that'll really curl your hair. All right, you see we've got lots more of the C6s in the original, and a lot of these are legit new old stock. A lot of them are. And as you can tell, I've got stacks and stacks of them. Got more strings here. This is an interesting string because it's got this marble, like this pink and blue marbly colored socket with a kind of a plasticky cord on that one. That's really neat. Plasticky, that's a technical term. Here's a C7 set that I just fell in love with the cord. I mean, you can't beat that. That's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. The red and the cream color. Over here, some new old stock, and these are bad shape. The cardboard is anyway, but it's got these cool handle style new old stock ones in here. I got 3 boxes of those bad boys. And I can't wait to see if those work. I think that'd be really neat. Probably put those in the C6 chandelier that we have downstairs. Got lots more C6s in the 5-packs. Got this really cool thing. This is a porcelain C6 socket with the brass terminals. I got a plan for this, so I'll be watching for that in the future. This will be a very poorly edited video, forewarning, because I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Got some, I haven't tested these out. I'm really looking forward to trying these. Some bubble lights. Got a couple of those. Got some of these big fat flames painted on the outside. They're neat too. And then I have some of these, but these, I'm not sure what these are. I think they're C6, but they're huge. And they look like they've been painted. All right, on the outside. I'm going to tear this up, and I'm going to be mad at myself. This looks like somebody painted this one. Hand painted it. So I'm not really sure if that's any count. I got this little cutie. I don't know if it'll light up, but we're going to take some of these rarer bulbs down and test those for continuity. Maybe put some low voltage on here. We got us a matchless star. I think that's what these are called, but it's a star. Yeet. Hopefully it'll light up. And then I got this beauty right here. It was stuck in amongst all this stuff, and we pulled it out from its obscurity and protected it from the trash heap. We got more C6s in bags. Got a little birdie. Probably don't work. I'm not sure. I think this was just an ornament. More round stuff with cool cloth cord. And over here we've got, I don't know what's in this. Okay, those are just hooks. Got more C6s here. And that, whatever, I don't know, but that one looks, we'll want to test that and see if it's any good. Yeah, we got all these. These are nice ones. And then look over here. This is neat. All these C7s in pink. Isn't that neat? Those are really, really gorgeous. Got some more C9s over here. These aren't super duper old, but they're still, you know, made in America, new old stock in the original cardboard container. Real neat set. Trying to think, what am I missing? Alright, here we go. I didn't even know what these were because I'm so new and green when it comes to these things. These are reflectors that would fit over your sockets. Like right here. And then you put your bulbs in there. And then you get, of course these are, they've got a little bit of surface rust on them. The finish is gone because they've been in rough elements for a long time. Got some more C6 lamps. I'm trying to call them lamps and not bulbs. I have some more of these C7 new old stock. They came with the pink ones, and I separated those out. And I got these nifty clear shoe boxes. They're really good for storing your Christmas lights. I need more if y'all have any. These are obviously not Christmas lights. I think these are just sign bulbs, but I like light bulbs. I have one yellow. Got blue, green, red, tons of those. One yellow. Yellow is always the rare one, seems like. I think these are Japanese. If you get in here real close, you can see what we got going on here. Those are kind of neat. Swirls, painted on the outside swirls. But they got the sleeves on there. Just various things. Somebody tried to take good care of them. Probably didn't do the greatest. That one's a painted inside one. It's just random miscellanea. And this one, what is going on here? Yeah, here we go. Here's an early painted on the outside. Maybe this is a Japanese swirl. Could be. Yep. Sorry. As I thought. Some of these are Japanese. Some of these are American. If they're painted on the inside, I think that's all American. Alright, got some more chandeliers down there. Have some more over here. Some of this stuff I think I already had prior to 2025. That stuff we've reviewed over there. Let's look at some of these right here. We got more of these cloth covered strings. These are all, I think, C6. Could be wrong. Here's some more composite ones, I think. Now here's one. Here's a set that really, this is a ceramic set. I don't think we're going to try to mess with that. It looks like it needs some refurbishing because it's frayed in some spots, but it's got these cool ceramic sockets on there, and look at that screw in plug. This is probably the oldest set that I have, and if I'm not mistaken, These are C6. I would think this would be the bulb that would go into this set right here. That's the Edison-y style one. That's another technical term, Edison-y style. Anyway, so now that concludes the flyover of the stuff that we got for 2025 in the Christmas light realm. I'll get some things together, get a deal set up where we can film some of the stuff from this year, lighten it up, and I guess that's it. So without dragging around here a little bit longer, we'll go get that set up and wait for the sun to go down. If electrifying 80-plus-year-old light bulbs sounds like a good time to you, smash that like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of our future illuminating, possibly, adventures. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Antique FANatic where we got to play around with some old Christmas lights. I don't know about you, but you know, I love old stuff, and I'm assuming since you're watching, you do too. But watching those old light bulbs that have probably been in a moldy box for longer than some of us have been alive come to life and sparkle, I just get an awesome feeling about that. And I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing some of those and seeing some of the sets that we got this past year. Well, I'm going to get off of here and take it easy the rest of the night because I get to go to my day job tomorrow. Yay. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Antique FANatic. God bless.